to you, sir. Because we're not tribal over here like the rest of them. We're not sending up on their mother or not like.
You know what is funny? You know what is funny? And you made a very good point, and I think you need to expound on it more, because without any shred of evidence, no proof, no verdict, no guilt, no admission of guilt, the Prime Minister needs to step down.
Yes.
But these people are in investigation with hard evidence, and we're not even allowed to talk. Like, how that makes sense?
When the question is asked, should this man recuse himself? When we see Travi, one former gen sec at the party have to come out contact before any of the officers them at the party right now. That tell us that PMP is in shambles. We shouldn't have to have a former gen sec coming out and saying Mr. Garden to recuse himself, in fact resign, step aside, go clear your name. And Julian Robinson, the chairman of the PAC, that's a trick. It's still factual.
It's a trick. But I'll show you why it's a trick.
It's still factual.
It's a trick. I'll show you why it's a trick. And I see through what they're doing because I know them, I grow with them, live with them for many years. So Julian Robinson come and talk, say he recused himself from the PAC meeting the day before the news broke. He recused himself, you know. This has gone on long. And he never recused himself. But the day when the officials of the hospitals were going to be there to testify, that's the time he recused himself. No.
And so hold on, stop. When Silvera admit to manslaughter?
Just before the trial start.
Okay.
On day one of trial. Everybody want call.
And though he know say him did analyze his wife?
Exactly, as in a confession statement in states, yeah, yes.
Okay.
So that means you have known. But the trick that I'm trying to point out is this, right? Now, you've said the former general secretary come out and saying to recuse himself from the PAC. The chairman of the PAC confirms say he recused himself from the PAC. Then you have JFJ saying to come from PAC. You have National Integrity Action saying to recuse from PAC. And all of that is hypocrisy and a trick, because let me show you something. The PAC is just a parliamentary committee. The man committed a crime. He broke the law. And they want him to remain a lawmaker, but only removed from the PAC. He should continue to be a lawmaker. They don't want to call for him to resign as MP. They might try to satisfy the people with PAC resignation.
No, they don't answer that already. Them say he was voted in by the people, so the people have to make that call. However, I'm going to drive, but let me say this. But guess what? Those same people were saying Judge Wright need to resign. And when other people were saying, but no, the constituency voted for him, they never accept it. You see, it proved my point again. When PMP get called to do the same thing, it's different. Tyler Shika, go ahead.
Remember, so they were saying, the Prime Minister lied to the public, and lied to me, Daniel Archer, up on TV, Jacob Paul, So he was under investigation, and he needs to resign, That time the Prime Minister never know shit, Remember, so them said the Prime Minister is being investigated. He must step aside, No shred of evidence of any crime committed,
None whatsoever.
No, them people are wicked to tell.
Yeah, man.
Back to the point I'm making, because you said, they answered that already because other people who vote for him cannot resign. That's garbage. That is rubbish. So what you're saying is that if a member of parliament committed murder, or let's say, what's his name? Silvera was member of parliament at the time when he unalived his wife. He should remain as member of parliament and he should just give up the thing because the people vote for him. Is that what they're saying? One should transgress the law and sit continuously as a lawmaker.
That's not what they're saying is, because remember the fact is he's not charged of anything. So what they're saying, to be demanding a resignation, only in constituency can demand that. No, if he's charged for something and sent to prison, automatically that works itself out. In Canada, then a prisoner still a MP.
And I'm going to say this to you. And he not only answer to in constituency, he answered to an entire nation. He answered to an entire nation and not just his constituency, because he's a lawmaker.
So let me ask you this.
Constituency.
Let me ask you this. Can who can remove an elected councillor or MP?
He must recuse himself. It's up to him to resign. Or if
That's
he's
my point. So me
incarcerated.
say not like nobody can fire him.
But he can be instructed. He can be instructed to do so. He can be instructed to do so. He can be instructed to do so. And if the PNP stand on the moral high ground that they claim to be on, they would have tell him because Mark saying no want nobody in the party, we don't know hanky-panky business. Why is that not important anymore, DP? Why is that not even a point to stand on anymore? Why is it not even something to look into? Huh? He never says, he man say no want nobody in a parliament when no upstanding. That means say, he not speak for just for him. Carcass must speak for the entirety of the parliament. Both sides of the aisle, he no want nobody in the and the team government, he no want nobody in the parliament. That does not fit or pass the fitness and character test. And this man feels it in flying colors. And tries to suppress the information being reported to the people.
That's me I say. You say him not only team constituency, but as you answer rightfully a while ago, there's nobody that can fire a councillor or MP. So with that being said,
so the argument you presented first that only constituency can fire him, that means that argument by you is also null and void. Think about it, because you said that just now, that only constituency can fire him. So with this latest statement, please make it to them work them out for me, please.
Me not sure where you're allowed to.
You stated a few minutes ago that is only constituency can fire him and them 40 men because I heard that argument being bandied about on the radio by people who claim to be the moral authority to speak on it.
So look up the constitution, boss, because we are so like we are reasoning out our emotions, you know, as them like to say. You know, so
I am not reasoning out. I am not reasoning out of emotion. I am going by what they say. I'm going by what they present.
Look up the constitution.
You know, hear me. The argument they present in his defense, that's the argument I'm going by.
Oh, so you're not going by the constitution. I say I go off of where the that now make no sense in the region.
Can I just ask one question, please? All right.
Go ahead.
The fact that this individual committed fraud, right? You are telling me that if he's found guilty and all of the necessary, he will not, if he's asked to step aside, he can stand still and decide not to step aside?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No, but I'm asking that question because if it's only that his constituents can fire him.
All right, so this is it. I don't know if you have been listening or when you start listening. Hear the argument where me I say, brother. At this point, the fact that the man is not even been charged for anything, what we can do is we can be asking for him to resign. But we cannot say him can no longer, currently at this stage, be a member of parliament. So I think it's every Jamaican right to demand that him and Julian Robinson be taken off the PAC, right? We can ask for that, we can demand it, whatever. But in terms of remaining as a member of parliament, only the constituency or the division can actually come out and say, we no longer want you to be our member of parliament or our councillor. Not even Mark Golden cannot fire a member of parliament. Is that understood?
The rest of Jamaica have the right to fire this man. The rest of Jamaica can't do it.
The rest of Jamaica does not have the right that the constituency have. So because if that was the case, Judge Wright wouldn't have served out the term. I remember say everybody, all nation, why did I ask Judge Wright for whatever? Remember that. If you're voted in, that is what the constitution, unless you commit yourself. So again, that answer your question, brother. If the man is found guilty and sent to prison, we don't need to ask if him still remain a member of parliament, because that is impossible. So I hope that clarifies what you're asking.
But all right, if he's found guilty and is fined by the court, right? No prison sentence, but you have to pay a sum. That means we, the people, cannot ask him to resign. It's only his constituency can
You
ask
can
him to
ask,
resign.
you can ask, but that no means say that not gonna come from you asking. That is the point I'm making. And there are several, let me update you, there are several parliamentarians who have been charged by IC or whatever for late wedding and then pay them fine and that's it. I mean, like, speak justice. Remember, say, the former Speaker of the House, she was charged and she pleaded guilty and pay her fine and she's still a member of Parliament. Although she did the right thing and take away herself, resign from even the House and all of that. She did the right thing, which we not expect that from PMP. Because PMP, when you catch them might tell us, no, they not do nothing wrong. So I am saying, let's not fool ourselves with unrealistic expectations. Jamaican can ask for one thing. Like, for example, the member of parliament from my constituency right now is Isaac Buchanan. Isaac is a 2-time convicted criminal. Right? Me not think same should have done in parliament, but the constitution allow it. So me can't talk till me blue, talk till me butter, whatever. It does not change. Let us educate ourselves. If you're an elected official, elected councillor, or an MP, the rest of the country can chat all them wants. Your party can expel you, all of that. Nothing can remove you from being a councillor or an MP. Any more questions, sir?
The Jamaican man knows.
Why are you so far from your phone, woman?
Yeah, for your husband fish. Lady prepared her husband fish. What is wrong with the DP?
Well, since you attack on her behalf, tell me what she said, because I never hear.
I am preparing my family's dinner. Okay? They're having early dinner today.
You heard?
What's about Jamaica?
DP wife
Yes,
or
the
wife?
Jamaican man, no.
Hey, DP wife or wife?
Period.
What did you say, Lashika? I did not hear. Yeah, if I was a JLP, the PMP would organize a national protest, believe me, if I was in Jamaica. But as me say, me dey on live a man, you know, and no care how explain me and Punkus explain. I did one bag of labor at the panel live. And one of them I say, what makes this somebody I can't pick? My MP and come and something and we repeat that. No, I said like I feel like we go while. No, sir, that needs to change. You should have been. You're elected official. That is what the Constitution says. So am I comfortable that that's the way it is? No. And I thought you knew this, Mr. Chavi.
So me answer you and tell you, say, nobody can fire him, but we can demand that he do the right thing and walk away. You know, hear that part there?
Oh, no, first may I hear that. I think that's why we don't believe
DP, hold on, DP. When you say only in constituency can fire him, so I say, what happened to the rest of the country? The rest of the country can demand that he leave. And you say, no, only so I leave it alone.
No. Hold on, no. Yeah, play hopscotch now with the discussion.
No, I'm not play hopscotch. But go ahead, let me hear what you have to say this time.
So demanding. Yeah, you see, me not even realize where you do this. So.
Me never said they fire him. I never see that they fire him. I never see it they fire him.
Chavi.
Yeah.
As you say. Me then America, me can demand say him resign. Anybody can demand that. So when you say only in constituency can fire him and then, but the rest of Jamaica can't demand, you feel like you set me up a while ago.
No, you just now listen to me as a DP because you hang on to your point and you drive ahead.
No, what I'm
you
saying is,
listen if you understand what I'm saying.
the way how you word it, sir, you intentionally set me up this. So now you just the Alvera something for record and say, listen, all the JP them fool.
No. That's not set up.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
DP,
so let me go back to my argument.
Can fire him, so the rest of the Jamaica can demand say resign.
So hear me and say DP, wait. So then we'll go back again. We'll go back again to the beginning of my argument. When they say these people are leading the charge for the people to only ask for him leaving the PAC. That is how we started my argument. That is the first thing they say. It's a trick. They are setting the tone so the people only ask for him to leave the PAC. When we should be demanding that he leaves the legislature because he can't be a lawmaker and be breaking the law.
I just feel like my waste 1 hour of my life because I can't believe, say, you put your argument forward like you say, a foolishness, me attack, say, yes, we can make him resign. And me I said, no, we can't, but you are said the same thing. You see, all the question already, brother, me a drive. So I say, well, come up on after a while ago. Yeah. You said the man is misled because him feel like, say, I don't remember that's about that. But people, there's a lot of things that we need to understand.
Jamaican man understand. You know, misled.
What question you ask?
Hear this DP in another jurisdiction that uses the same Westminster parliamentary system that we use. Public pressure caused members of parliament to resign.
Yeah, man, we know that, man.
Public pressure caused prime minister to resign.
Yeah, man, we know that. We know that.
That me simply say, Father.
That I'm aware of. But until that is changed, let's just not fool ourselves. And you're saying the right thing, and that's why I say you is a little wicked. Because
Hear no.
He is a little wicked.
I'm doing good. How so?
Let me prove it again. Because you make it sound like say me and you say two different something. And basically we're saying the same thing. Anybody can demand anything. But that don't mean that your demand is going to be
So when we say Mark Golding say no want nobody in the parliament race, so suppose he can tell the man to resign. You never hear that neither?
No, I never hear that.
You know, hear when you say none of that the parliament.
No, hold on the travel man, because you know exactly what you're doing, Virgin. What you do is you use words to make it mean what you want it mean, but then because you're not intelligent. Let me do what they do me. You're going like you're intelligent than nobody else, you know. So you do exactly what you do. When you say Mark can't ask to resign, I make it sound like you're misleading maybe it's only for people
Mark can instruct him as well as ask him to resign. Can instruct him to listen. Resign.
Just like we saw a while ago. I'm in America and I can demand that Dennis resign. But you don't have to do nothing. Got a restroom? Okay.
Ready to say we are bullying again. You see what I've got bullying him just bother like to say we are bullying again.
No, me not. He only use a card the one per life.
Barely use
the bullet card one per life.
I didn't want to tell him saying never did that here, but we know about
the he must say I'm bully, right.
Yeah, but this is what I know because they tell me already say you know Lashika all along. So I mean I expect the two of them to
no, a lie. No, if I'm wrong, she got them to be wrong. No. If me wrong, if there's one person who will let out I chat and call the service to me, I go about this the wrong way. Ashika, may I tell you?
Me never hear Shika tell her that yet.
Jesus.
And enough time here you say things I agree with that.
You done Dennis God now, you never know, you never hear. You done Dennis God. That's your defense now. You never know, you never hear.
But me I tell you, me I have my experience. I've never heard Chica reprimand. I chop me here she reprimand. Never hear she reprimand. And I come like and batty.
Yes, my friends will never out them out on TikTok. Me not do that. Chuck a different level. Chuck a different, but you see, you know I'm a friend too, but you're not gonna hear me come back and say, yo, whatever, me go call
Have you hear that?
Say X, Y, and Z. Have you know that?
Yeah, I tell her she can call me about certain things, yes. But even by life, she come up and say, me not agree with you, brother. See that one, I not agree with you. You know, go about this the right way. And that's something happened already. Me not tell her, say, me think she going to do it. I think that happened already, me I tell you about. Me come and say, hey, hold on, calm down. Maybe you need to listen and understand my person. I say, I don't think you understand it. And this I think that happened already. You know, come tell you, say, no see it that way. I tell you,
I go back to me.
Go back to me. Come and say she don't see it that way. And if I something where it too crazy, Andre, he might call you privately and tell us, hey, Ray.
May I go back to my gender bias observation. So,
but you know, unfortunate about this, you know, is that you have this conversation where you when time me that try to do it, you don't support me, you know. You laugh off of the most, you know.
What?
In February when me that talk about the same inequalities. Right? I brought up in February and say, yo, we forget this show, we get equal treatment and the same type of respect. It can't be one way. I understand you want equality and you only equal for food or convenience. You never support me. Let me have for me to scan and say it was about by the time when it wasn't.
Sir, let me tell you this. I mean, I don't know yet. And I know me in a show business, yeah?
No, so
again, let me say earlier. Let me say, so you know so much bucketive me to get the night. I already discussed all of the woman them did agree with me.
Okay.
You never see that? Okay. Again, if the whole of what? 3 hours with the party line.
You go back here again.
If the trio was saying, if the trio was saying this is what you want to explain.
I don't be way you want to explain.
I'm saying,
I don't care what it is. Me now go back here.
If all three of us are saying the same thing, that no boring.
I don't be this way you want to say no DP. I'm saying for the future, me now go back here. Me I go.
What? Chavi, wasn't it my life?
Part of the conversation happened for your life.
So that's my point. We have to keep it active. You know, see, when we did that talk, whatever, or more people are there. And then when it sounds like we agree for everything, you know, people then drop off. Yeah. People like controversy. What make you think people listen to Mama Son and them people when anytime they open their life? Mm-hmm. Controversy is entertaining.
Yeah.
That's back to the woman who do I like this morning, she not understand.
But I'm not going to back here defend you again.
Me hear you, brother. Trust me. Me born alone. Me never born a twin.
Thank good. Very good.
Right? No man, another affair said to the host, I said, host, no, you can't have the thin skin and you have to broad your thing. You can't, like you try to shut down some people on your panel. You can't do that. So a while ago, as me say, me I go in the bathroom, you know, and this woman hurry in front of me and she sees me that go towards the bathroom. It's a unisex bathroom them have, one bathroom. And me I say, you see, I'll something you know? For sure, say she not brought up, see, because as a decent man, what I would have done, if me I go towards the bathroom and see a female, me I go heal. Because I saw me raise. The woman run past me and then now when she come out, I smile. I mean, I say, watch all you too. Me don't tell her something, but me say, you know what? Let me just go and hold it. And them something that me I talk about. What make it right? See, a man and a woman I go towards the bathroom, the woman rush past hastily. Although the man was ahead of her, she go use the bathroom first. Not even get to, well, I said, I don't know. Maybe the thing is, nowadays men aren't men anymore, so we don't have to be defending ourselves, which that in that case is not defending yourself. That is being rude. Go ahead, Ashika.
Because you can't take out for your something on PP, she can't take out for your something on PP. If she piss up her
But then in
thing,
America, I can't take out my something on PP.
if you come down to the test, she a go mess
So
up
that
her
means you
clothes.
support the behavior. So that means you support the bad behavior.
Maybe lady have 1 week bladder.
So that no, but
like
say something to me. No, but this was a me I said this is how conflict come in, because what would have happened if me decide say no, you're not going to the bathroom before me, because I want to ask the gender equality, which I don't agree with. What if me decide no, you're rude? I was closer to the bathroom and you run ahead of me and whatever. Why me decide piss up yourself, me not care. Then you'd hear say I'm not a nice person. I'm a bad man. And men are evil and men are wicked. And that's what I boil down to, don't? There is a right way to do everything. She could have said, sir, and asked permission. I know is it okay if I go ahead of you? And again, me can't talk about no other man, but me would have say yes, because I would have feel like me not drunk if me say no. Yeah. Me there we are Canada already. Me got Caravana. Me and my son, and we take a train and go downtown. And when the car then full up on something, because a boom, two girls step in, and because a boom and stand up and my son stand up at the same time, and I don't have to say nothing to him. And some people look at me like we're weird, because which part in America you see people get up in a train or whatever and to make people sit up? Then nada, that's, but I wasn't raised like that. And again, I'm saying the wrong and the right way. She could have asked permission. Is it okay if I go ahead of you? But she just walks step past like that is okay. And if man do them the same thing now, then we get the shitty nice thing. These are them something I'm talking about when we discuss them something. Women only want gender equality when it benefits them. And if you do the same thing with them do in this case, as me say, if it was the other way around, me hastily go ahead of her to go use the bathroom, I would be looked at one as a drunker. Am I lying?
So you go deep here, so and would you believe it or not, she can go and defend and make excuse to this person, you know. So you go, you see me? And give you basket to carry water from day one. From day one, they might give you basket to carry water.
Probably no, I won't.
No one knows that Shika is a feminist.
I am not a feminist.
You see, with the Shika?
Bad behavior.
Okay, good. It is actually.
Let me ask you what's this morning again, Travi. I said to her, I said, if you live in an apartment complex, right, and you're on the 10th floor, and there's a fire, and you see 5, not even 5, you see 2 firefighters come. Yeah, I say 5 just to make it more realistic. But a 5 woman, and the 5 of them, you can't see them weigh no more than 110 pounds. How comfortable would you feel? Hear the woman to me. It has nothing to do with the size or whatever. It's their ability. So Punkus, all right. Let me ask you one next week. You're there in your house and 6 man come to your premises with some tall up talks. And them, we only have like 2 females and you. No. 10 comes with 110 with 2 kids. How comfortable would you feel? And the woman still a jump through hoop to tell me, say, again, like, say, it has nothing to do with whatever is their ability. I say, you know, say, any man expect it be normal for women, reason with logic, something wrong with them, and that just to protect, we have to know the ability of the firefighters and the police.
And all woman reasons to do. Yeah, woman who is logical and factual and hearing of their reason. They're not plenty, but there are.
But me feel a part of it too is this force to accept the feminist movement. And just feel like you have to say things to defend. You can't call a spade a spade. That's why I say me respect Annalie will come up earlier and I tell the woman them say some of them are foolish, she should not chat say. And let me ask her this scenario about her son. Annalie say, listen to me. My son now go get with no woman who have pitney already and talk about now no pitney have to wait till married to have sex. Not happening. The other woman them, oh, it boils down to his choice. No. But if you talk otherwise, you know, me all woman have to defend themselves and I say, yo, me a business one I say. Me have a talk and then they get cussed out by that woman. And like one discussion they go on right there, me say, me tempted to have it, but me feel like some people are getting at their feelings. They were discussing men dating younger women. And you get to find out, say, are the woman them, when no say, they can't attract a certain caliber man, have a problem with that. Because the reality is, men are attracted to youthfulness. It's just what it is. Every time this woman tell all the host officer, say, if you don't say that again, me I go black or no. The argument they have up on the board will say 18, whatever, blah, blah, blah. All of the women then come up and talk, oh, some of these worthless men, they just want to be with kids. Because a 14-year-old girl, and the host I say, yo, a P5, something I talk about on my life, you know, the next one I want to come up, come say that. One lady up there says she's happily married, but whatever. So one girl rush her. Them accost the girl and I say, oh, you're just trying to get acceptance by men, so you're defending men. And the girl attack reality. She said, listen, what we are discussed, we are talking about girls in them 20s that enjoy themselves, and if men are attracted to them, and whatever, what is wrong with that? Nobody now will, nobody against them will, whatever. But uno woman, because wash up on half of the market, me say the girl, tell them something. The woman who married getting her feelings on about, yeah, I'm happily married, but I can come on a panel and discuss whatever I want to discuss. I like, yeah, man. Some facts I don't accept. One woman in her late 40s and one 25-year-old cannot attract. Now, what me I say is, Lajiga, one, just think out of the box. If you was a man, if one close to 50 woman and one 25-year-old woman, even if they have the same qualifications or whatever, which one you would have been more drawn to start something serious with?
You can't ask me that because I'm very biased when it come on to that. I just not feel say one 50-year-old man must tell a 20-year-old woman. I just don't think that, none at all. The care.
And where your bias come from?
Because I look funny and I say, when this man was 25, this was a baby. When this man was 30, this was a baby. So that always in the back of my head.
Well, maybe me biased too.
Woman, and vice versa with a woman with a young boy as well. I cannot support it. I can't.
Maybe me biased too.
When I was dating, one heap of big man used to look me, and me never attracted to none of them. Me attracted to men who are my age. I liked my age, people within my age group at the time. And me don't like see it. Me don't like it. It irritates me. Me can't see it. You see,
that's why them discussion are subjective, because this is why the argument sometimes is this topic them is subjective, because they are regions which that is the norm. And it was never ever the norm, not even from creation. I think the only couple did in an age group, I not even know if they made have age, are Adam and Eve. There is nowhere else in the Bible where it was normal where a same age group people get together. Because for one, men had to work and prove themselves and whatever, and then take on a woman. And one of the main reasons, because that may I tell all people too, this whole thing go get married for love or something, that is a recent thing, That was never ever the norm from even Bible days. Married for no love and no whatever. Men get married because they want family and to carry on them family lineage. That was the most important thing to get married. Right? So you work and you reach, say me now in my 40s. Take up one woman now in her 40s, in my 40s. Say me never did have nobody and my wife or whatever. What are the benefits to me? Or not money at man, support with divorce or whatever.
Yeah, but you divorce, you look a more mature woman. Like, you can go 35, you know if you go 25. You know if you go 18.
What was that me call for? Support
Yep.
my heart, Paul, for a 25-year-old.
Are you 40?
You know what DP says true though.
Uh,
You know what DP says true though.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Yeah. Was never
Just like
about the
some
feeling and
I may add something else to the
and
table.
how it looked or
and
optics or anything like
unpopular
that. That was not
opinion,
about it.
unpopular opinion, they're part of the Bible that I question.
I mean, like when David was very advanced in age and called for a young woman to keep him warm.
Mm-mm. I'm gonna believe in a big man and grind Pitney. Let me tell you this. You see, as a woman, let me tell you this.
Mary,
You
she
see, as a
talk about
woman,
Mary and Joseph.
18.
Moses,
You wanna talk
Joseph
to
did
me?
at 80 and Mary did at 13. So I add something else to the table till she come back.
Today.
You know that you have women.
VP.
Huh?
So may I tell you say, me no some parts of the Bible is a shock me. Me no believe in the Pitney part and them something there. Oh, I was at the part when you know say as a woman, right? It's the older you get, you understand your body. Woman, and it is I think it's a taboo.
I'm feeling may have that conversation already.
I feel like a lot of women don't share their experiences. Every skincare products that I use, DP, doesn't necessarily work for that woman, right? Probably clothes, probably even pads and stuff like that. Probably how you wash your body, DP, how you learn to love yourself, how you understand, like, as you get older as a woman, it's the more you understand yourself. At 17 year old with a 40-year-old, that man is not a woman. You can't tell me say he's experienced because he's going using ex-wife or an ex-girlfriend experience to train me. Or we have different body structure type, DNA. You know that, but I'm just saying, woman, the older you get, that's why them say you grow into your womanhood or your womanship, right? It is the woman's body. I can say it is so delicate, and I will go to as far as childbirth. I had my first son young, 21. Had my second son, 37. Different. Everything about it different. Right? Even how I parent, everything, it's just so different, deeply, to be honest. So, and things that I remember when I was 18 in my younger years, 2021, 2023, it is, and my mind, as this person said the word manipulate, and my mind was way different. Things that I like then I don't like now. Things that I know about myself, right? My privates and everything. Things that I know now, it's different. It's way different. So I don't see where 140-year-old and 17-year-old mentally it can't work. Physically, me not see it. Maybe financially, that's it. But me not see it. Not even financially, because the young girl man the whole of the money and done it.
So again, so the other regions in the world where that is the norm, you're saying they have it wrong. And although this has been happening for thousands of years, it is wrong.
Norm is not okay, DP. Norm doesn't mean that it is right.
So it's not. Then that me ask you, so because you see it wrong, then that means the rest of people must see it right is wrong.
I am not saying that.
DP, the rules are reversed. Hold on. The rules are reversed, DP. She's telling you about how she feels about the thing, how she views it. This is personal. You know, like earlier when you got after and it was personal, it has heard now where she's telling you about it personal.
But Travis, I never add wrong or right to it. Yes, but I did not hang wrong or right to it. Me never say nothing wrong. Me say, oh, me see it and oh, me see
She
it. That
said
was what
for
I was
her
saying.
it is wrong. But she said for her it is wrong. For her it is wrong.
Me not think
Because
that
she
that
can't
statement
declare
should be
wrong
made.
straight across the road. She can't, she not going to declare say wrong straight across the road. She's saying for her, it is wrong. It is my opinion. In my opinion, for me, this is not okay.
I hear your counsel.
We
But back
continue
to
now.
something when I say me that go, hold on, something when I say me that go put on the table. You know, I've known of cases where even men end up thinking that they were impotent because they mean with one man for much years, and maybe in them early 40s, right? The same women could have come out on social media and embarrass them. Boy, now no use. Everything and now stand up and blah blah blah. And the man goes a boom and go Jamaica or go Las Vegas or and see a little 20-something-year-old. And him surprise himself, kind of say, well, and then, me know the thing say for 10 years now, me can't stand up, or me can't get an order on, or he can't, erect that. Then something happen. And I've asked a coach already. Me not think when I say Josh will come forward. I've asked a coach, this life coach already.
I'm on the live. I'm just waiting my turn.
All right. I've asked a life coach this. I said, can women bring about ED in a man? And she said, of course. Because, anyway, let me not go this. Okay? I don't want to trigger nobody this man. Or if you said, yeah. Go ahead, Josh.
All right. So, good afternoon to you all, the panelists, the people in the box, people on the For You page. Since it's not politics, I won't talk about like and dislike, but I'll talk about agree or disagree. When we're going to have conversations, I think it must be broader than what we, quote unquote, are accustomed to, in more ways than one, and it must be also broader than our preferences. First of all, if we're going to have a conversation regarding Mary and Joseph, we have to look at the customs at the time and the customs of that region of the world. It can't be restricted to Western ideology and Western practices. First and foremost, civilization never began in the West, right? In fact, humanity never began in the West, right? And so if we limit it to Western ideology, then we are limiting it to a much later point in time in history, human history that is. And also it is an adjusted custom that we are limiting it to. We must also understand that God is sovereign. We must never take that out of the equation. And though we may see things one way, if God doesn't have a problem with something, we shouldn't have a problem with it. Then on the matter of gender, I think it's also important for females, because I've heard this conversation over and over, and that is why I tell you I don't reason primarily along a gender line, because it tends to be very skewed towards the gender presenting the argument, or the gender that we lean to most. Just like how women understand their bodies at a later date, most men, we don't start understanding our bodies until way past the time, 30s, 40s. Before that, all we know says we get up, we have a hard one, some sex, but we don't know nothing about our body. And if we don't know about our body, we won't know about the other gender's body either. Most men tend to start maturing later than women. It is a given.
Is just me or you went down low in volume? I'm not hearing. Travi, Tashika, somebody said something. I not hear Josh.
Yeah, Josh the phone mute. I can get the phone.
Oh, okay. Sorry, may I drive some.
So, as I said, most men don't understand their bodies until we get to 35 upwards. Most of us, it's a reality. So, I think And I'm not suggesting that this was intended, but I think it's unfair to kind of put that in the realms of the feminine gender only and not include that this is how humanity is structured. You know, unless we're taught, deliberately taught by our fathers as males and vice versa, females. In fact, whereas females, their mothers may sit them down from early and say, boy, when you see that, it means, boy, you start seeing your menses. Nobody not tell us nothing as men. We have to find
Yeah,
out
we're
as
from
well.
man. All when we have wet dream, we are hide and things say we do something bad.
Yes,
We all get licks feet.
we not tell nobody. So whereas women may have them mothers tell them or them granny tell them or an older teacher may call them one side, nobody tell man anything. We have to buck up as we go along. And society don't make room for us to talk either. So if anyone is at a disadvantage, it would be the males as it relates to that. Right? So that's one. As it relates to Mary and Joseph situation, and not just Mary and Joseph, but the broader customer of that region of the world, even to this day, they have what is known as the bar mitzvah, right? From age 13 for the male, and I don't remember what they call the woman's zone, but 12 and 13, they do what is known as crossing over from boyhood to manhood and from girl to manhood.
Yep.
Right? And they began to be trained from that age how to be a man. So everything that daddy knows, you are now beginning to be trained at that age how to begin to be responsible and to look after the household and all of those things. Likewise, the girls from that age. In fact, if you look in the Bible, one of the things that is stated in Timothy, it says that the older woman must teach the younger women how to care for the home and how to love their husbands. It is very specific. And it was speaking directly of what happens in that region of the world. Because women tend to be largely materialistic, whether we like it or not. And so it is incumbent upon the older women to teach them that, listen, man is much more than just supply for you. If you're going to be in a relationship, you have to love this man to get the best out of him. Because the man being at the house with you and you have his kids and him dislike you. This is part of the reason we will resent you. And we only stick around for our children. But when I left you, we rather go to a road, grab another girl, but when I left you because you don't have who you already.
No go so. Bullshit.
All right. All right. Yeah. I never know you were a male.
Uno left uno woman, then we pity them all the time when you find a next girl and moving over there to take care of that.
Lashika, what percentage of men initiate divorce?
I don't know.
Okay, so you can't say bullshit the man at all.
Over 80% of women initiate divorces.
Because
the data is there.
Because you just say bullshit the man. You just say the man that are bullshit.
You can't pivot like a PNP. Right?
That's not listen, we're not talking about marriage, we're talking about relationship.
No, so marriage is not a relationship.